Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning Dr. Azinda. My name is Putri Alam Sarah binti Suhairi. My metric number is A23A2371. Today I want to present about stress in workplace. My first point is introduction stress in a workplace. Can be defined as a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Stress is a natural human response that devises us to deal with challenge and threat in our life, mostly among young people who often experience stress compared to the elderly because more young people are always stressed with their study or working. So, everyone has experienced stress to some degree. Next, workplace stress refers to the physical and emotional response that occur when the demand of a job exceeds the capabilities, resources, or need of an employee. It can be caused by a variety of factors and can have a significant impact of both the individual and the organization. An in-depth analysis of stress management in an organization lies in understanding the concept of stress itself. Work-related stress occurs when job demand exceeds the employee capacity to meet them. Thus, there are several definitions of workplace stress according to organization. Firstly, World Health Organization (WHO). Stress is a real or interpreted threat to the physiological or psychological integrity of an individual that result in psychological or behavioral responses. Secondly, Health and Safety Executive (HSE). Stress in the adverse reaction people have to exercise pressure or other type of demand placed on them. Thirdly, National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health (NIOSH). Job stress is the harmful physical and emotional response that occur when the requirements of the job do not match the capabilities, resources, or need of the workers. The last is Canadian Centre of Occupational Health and Safety (CCOHS). Workplace stress is the harmful physical and emotional response that can happen when there is a conflict between job demands on the employee and the amount of control an employee has over meeting these demands. The next point is explanation stress in workplace. So, this is the types of stress. Firstly, heavy workload and exercise workload without educated advice or resources might make it difficult for employees to manage or complete their tasks effectively. Employees will also believe they have little influence over their work circumstances if they are not provided with enough direction and resources. Secondly, ambiguous job role. Every company needs to build an organization chart so that employees can understand the responsibilities, hierarchical relationship, and management structure of the company. Thirdly is lack of control over work process. If employees feel like they have a little control over the work process, have difficulty making decisions, or want to achieve performance target can contribute to stress. Next, poor work-life balance. When employees cannot balance work and life, it is bad because they will become depressed, envious, or have other mental health problems. Lastly, job insecurity. Job insecurity is the fear of job loss, downsizing, or lack of can cause significant stress. Other than that, stress in the workplace can lead to a variety of symptoms, such as physical symptoms. These physical symptoms are divided into short-term effects, such as headache, and long-term effects, such as high blood pressure and heart attack. and unstable effects such as having gastrointestinal issue. Next, psychological symptom. Psychological effects such as depression, forgetfulness, feeling of dissatisfaction, and disturbance. Lastly, behavioral system. Behavioral effects include increased absenteeism, aggressions, decreased creativity, decreased work performance, mood change, and lack of interest in the job. Next, the effect of stress in the workplace. First, health effect. Chronic stress can weaken the immune system, making workers more susceptible to illness. Stress often leads to sleep disorder, including insomnia or poor quality sleep. This lack of restorative sleep worsen health problems in the long term and can cause a person to unable to work properly to earn a living. Secondly is impact on family and personal life. Stress at work can spill over into personal life, causing tension and conflict with family members, partner, and friends. This is because they will hide all the problems they face, such as problems at work, and have no place to release their feelings. As a result, the person can become depressed so that they will distance themselves from family and close people, or will release their pressure to others. Next, performance and productivity. Stress can have a negative impact on a work performance, leading to decreased productivity and absenteeism. This is because if someone is under stress, they cannot produce perfect work. As a result, this can have a negative impact on the company because they may not be able to carry out a project well. This will also cause other companies not to cooperate with our company, and this causes a person to be stressed by his job. Less employee relations. Relationship between employees can also cause a person to get stressed at work. Stress can result in increased employee complaints, decreased motivation, and hydrated collaboration, which leads to conflict and reduced trust in the team. For example, if someone is unable to maintain his relationship with others, this can also cause stress because of someone's trust in him if working in a group. Therefore, a good relationship between employees is also very important to avoid stress at work. The next point is a viewpoint about the stress in the workplace in the today context. In order to deal with the problem of stress at work, a person needs to be a good managing their time, stress and emotions so as not to affect their job performance. We need to improve management practice to reduce stress or be able to manage teams effectively. For example, the organization needs to ensure that the workload is managed and in line with the employee's ability because a person can only do a job that matches his ability. In addition, organizations also need to provide opportunities for employees to participate in decision making and action that affect their jobs. Next, organizational intervention are considered effective if they improve management style and include physical exercise, rest, and ensuring sufficient time to plan work tasks. These interventions are more prevalent in the public sector than in the private sector and non-governmental organizations (NGOs). Personal interventions used outside of work are important to prevent and recover from stress. One of the main reasons the organizational interventions are identified as effective way to manage stress is because they are primary intervention with the aim of modifying or eliminating environmental stressors. Furthermore, according to me, stress at work has many causes and effects that can affect a person's health. Poor working condition, management practice, and personal factors are identified as common causes of work stress. These include unrealistic demand, lack of support, unfair treatment, low decision latitude, effort reward imbalance, conflicting rules, lack of transparency, and poor communication. For example, a person who lacks support or is not appreciated in the work being done can cause a person not to be enthusiastic in doing his job. They will feel they are contributing nothing to the company. As a result, they will feel depressed because they do not get support from any part, and it is possible that all the work done is not accepted by the company. Next is a related example of stress in the workplace. A related example of stress in the workplace is the story of workers who is overwhelmed by his workload and feels under pressure. He arrived early at work, works through lunch and stay late, feeling exhausted and stressed out. This is a common scenario where an employee is struggling to manage their workload, which can lead to significant mental and physical health impacts. Now we move to other points, which is advantage of stress in workplace. Firstly, stress in workplace can increase motivation and productivity. If being stressed at work have affected the employee, then this will affect the work. This is because employees will not be able to focus on their responsibility. Not only that, employees who lack motivation and discipline cannot manage their work and time properly. As a result, productivity will be negatively affected by failing to do a job properly. Next, better time management. Time management is very important in working to be able to organize time to produce a perfect job. Stress can lead to better prioritization and time management skill. The need to complete tasks before the due date will put pressure on individuals to plan and organize their work more efficiently. For example, when someone is stressed with work, they need to be smart in managing their time to complete work, such as they need to make a schedule for or be smart in dividing time to do work and rest. Because of this, they learn to manage their time systematically if they know how to avoid getting stressed at work. As a conclusion, when you manage your time well, everything will seem to go smoothly. From there, we will be impressed by new ideas, motivate to achieve a goal, and confident in your ability to solve everything. The last point is disadvantage of stress in workplace, which is negative impact on health. Chronic stress can lead to a range of physical and mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and cardiovascular diseases. Stress will affect mental or physical health. This stress often affects mental health, depression, anxiety, or panic attack. This will cause someone confidence to decline. It because mental illness can affect a person's personality. For example, if they are asked to present a project or work they do not have to courage to present the work. Not only that, they will also find it difficult to socialize with outsiders if anxiety has overshadowed the personality. So, workplace stress has a negative impact on a person and his work. The effect mental health will make it harder for a person to deal with work or family problems if they do not get emotional support. Next is decreased productivity. Excessive stress is a major contributor to decreased productivity in the workplace. This is because stress will cause a person to tire quickly and not be able to think clearly and lack concentration. Therefore, the employee cannot focus while working, and this is also a result of the employee not having internal motivation. Motivation is very important in ourselves because if a person has a motivation to success, then they will try and act so their ambition will be achieved. Ultimately, employees who cannot manage stress at work cause them to reduce overall productivity at work. As a conclusion, stress at work is a serious problem that affects both people and companies. Stress at work will manifest itself in many ways, including physiology, psychological, and behavioral effects on individuals. Not only that, it will also result in mental health issues, reduced mental well-being, and lower productivity. Although the organizational impact is just a severe, ranging from greater healthcare expenses and absence to higher turnover rate and poor overall performance.